Alright guys, so I'm going to do a little bit of a quick video today. I'm not really playing too much Blackshot today, so I haven't really got any gameplay, but this is just going to be quick. Sorry that there's not much going on the screen. I'll click around so you can see some stuff on my inventory. Yep, I did get the FMY tuning for 3 days, so I'm like, whatever, might as well use it. Every other loser's using OP stuff anyway, so forgive me, guys. For 3 days, I'm going to be a little bit more OP than I usually would be. So my discussion today really builds around the fact of balance. Now, I know this is a bit of a boring topic, and I've talked about it many times. Balance, 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 and I've given my sort of opinion. But really, I'm going to send this in to the Vertigo team because I want some form of official response. I want something. I want somebody who apparently is a little bit further up the food chain to maybe tell me and explain to me how they think this is a system that they have used for years now, by the way. This is a system that they've used for years, and how they think this system is actually helping anybody at all. Anybody at all, basically. All right. My conversation stems around this, okay? I can do simple things here. If I want to be the strongest player in this game, I can do simple things. I can go into the gold box. I can go and find the gold box that has the most OP weapon in, which usually, by the way, usually is the gold box premium. We know why that is, because it costs 350 Blackshot cash. So that's why that one's the most. If you want 10 of those, you're paying approximately €30, if I'm not mistaken, for 10 of these tickets to try. Basically, 10 lucky box rolls to try and get this, this, this. Okay. Now, how long has this gun been in the game for? From from my understanding, it's been in the game for probably over 6 months, at least a year. Okay. So you would think that after a weapon has been in the game for over 6 months, maybe even a year, and it's been available multiple times, this isn't the first time it's been available, you would think that after the first time it was available, that they would alter the weapon to balance it, right? Because remember, Music said in the AMA, he said clearly, we add the new items into the gold box first because then we don't allow people to buy them or to have the weapons for long periods of time before we get a chance to balance them. All right? Pretty much what he said. If I'm mistaken, then, Music or whoever it may be who watches, please correct me. Please in the comments or whatever it may be, correct me and tell me I'm mistaken. All right? So let me get this right. This gun, this Saw Skull Reaper, sorry, that has been in the game for over 6 months now, and that you have recently just added back into the premium box. Now this weapon is balanced, right? Now this weapon doesn't have zero recoil, right? Now this weapon arguably is not the strongest rifle in the game, right? Ha. That's interesting because everyone that I seem to speak to seems to tell me that this weapon is really overpowered, that it's broken as fuck, that it has zero recoil, that it has very high fire rate, which I know from using a saw before, and that it's an easy weapon. It's simple to use. So I'm really struggling to understand how you can sit and you can tell the community and you can talk shit to the community and talk about balance and talk about how balance we do balance. Don't worry. We add the weapons into the gold box. You purposely and this is honestly my belief. I honestly believe Vertigo purposely make the weapons really, really strong when they first release them to get loads of people to buy them. Now, do I disagree with making weapons a little bit stronger or making them have something unique that makes people want to buy them? Of course not. We know as a company they need to make money. That's fine. But the fact that they purposely add weapons in that just break the game, that just for months break the whole fucking community apart, from the people who buy 20, 30 of these boxes and get like 3 or 4 months of the weapon, and the people who don't buy gold boxes because they're a fucking waste of money. The fact that you just break the community part, you do realize that if you have more people playing the game, but they are spending less money, you can still make the same money as less people who are spending more money. This is simple. I'm not even I haven't even done economics. I don't even like know any of this shit. It's simple from any sort of brain. It is a simple thing. If more people would play the game, because the guns would be fairer and they would not feel like they cannot compete with people who go and open 20, 30 fucking boxes to get the Sar Skull Reaper. And then when the next gold box arrives, they open 20, 30 boxes to get the MSR, XXX, Triple X, Quadruple X, woo 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 mode gun. If you actually did something about some form of reasonable balance before you release these weapons, you wouldn't completely shatter the community. Do you want to know the most reason? Do you want to know the reason why I flame in the game? Do you want to know the reason why every single one of my friends flames in the game? I have 2 friends who pretty much quit the game because of one weapon, the MSR Venom Phoenix, the MSR Cryo Phoenix, the MSR Omega. How long has the MSR Omega been in the game? How long has the Cryo Phoenix been in the game? And then you release the Venom Phoenix, which is exactly the same as the Cryo Phoenix, but a different fucking color. And I have 2 friends who've pretty much quit the game because of those fucking weapons. You want to make money? You want to make money? I'm sure if the game was more balanced, those friends of mine would spend €20 a month buying premium and medkit and all the things that you need to actually play the game, because your free to play game is not fucking free to play. That is bullshit. You honestly slap us in the face every single time you release gold boxes. You give the community a slap in the face. You say, if you don't have 50 plus euros to spend on these boxes. Now, look, some people will say, well, look, man, they do have a couple of guns that are pretty good for BP. Sure, good, good. Not competitive, not reasonably equal to the OP Blackshot Cash ones. They are good. They are okay to use. But every single gold box, every single gold box, there is something that you add in the premium box that hasn't been changed, that hasn't been nerfed, that hasn't been dealt with, that hasn't been balanced. Because, in a shooting game, in a competitive first person shooter, there is never balance, right? No one ever balances their competitive shooters. The ones that they want to make esports with, the ones that they want people to play, the ones that they want people to cash in. They never balance it, right? No, of course not. Of course not. And I guarantee, I almost 100% guarantee. Now, if I'm wrong, put in the comments, you were wrong, blah, blah, blah. That's cool. I almost 100% guarantee the next patch that is releasing tonight will have in the top slot on the premium section, probably on the gold box C as I still call it, but you call it premium now for no fucking reason. Something very strong. Or if not in the top slot, it'll be in the second slot for 30 days maximum. Almost 100% guarantee. And like I said, if I'm wrong, fair play. Now you can come along and you can say, well, you don't have to spend on every gold box. No, I'm sure you don't. And I'm sure there are smart people who look at the gold boxes, and as soon as they see you add something back into the game that is broken, that is overpowered because you still haven't balanced it, because for some reason balancing takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort to have a team or to have 2 or 3 individuals who will take a weapon into a game with slightly altered stats and test it out and see how it performs. It's really difficult to do that. So instead of doing that, you just re-add the same file, the same weapon, and then you go, here you go, guys. We've put it back in. Give us your fucking money. Now, I've got all this talk, and I've heard all this talk. Balance, balance. The big balance update is coming. We promise you, man. The big balance update is coming. But until the big balance update comes, we're going to sell all these really overpowered weapons because we want to make sure that everyone is playing the game when this big balance update comes. I got to tell you, man, I'm on the verge of quitting the game again. As soon as my stuff runs out, am I going to sit and instantly recharge? Probably not, because I am sick of it. Every fucking day, I am in the game and I'm sick of this shit. It is an absolute joke. And I know this video is boring for some people. By the way, quick note, if you've tried the KSG Legion, lol. That's all I have to say on that weapon. Lol. Good job, guys. Balanced. La 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 la. And like I'm saying, I always rant about this, and I know that people probably aren't going to watch the whole of this video, and they're probably going to be like, fucking hell, he's just going on again. That's fine. That's fine. You see these unused weapons? You see these unused weapons, right? You see this unused weapon here? You see this unused weapon here? That's because I don't like to go and use these weapons all the time. I don't like to go and use these weapons. They are boring, and they are overpowered. Now, the graffiti's sort of overpowered. Apparently, when you're moving, it's not quite as overpowered, so fine. 74 days Aurum, don't use the gun. I activated these to try them out. The light's pretty damn OP. Not like super OP, but it's pretty damn OP. The forest, useless. Absolutely worthless. And this is what happens. You just leave old guns and just leave them to rot. So yeah. And then there are my SMGs if anybody's really interested in that sort of stuff. Yeah. And this is it, guys. This is honestly what it comes down to, and it's so sad. It is so sad because, like I've said multiple times, I enjoy the game, but honestly, I don't know what to do, guys. Chaytak, don't activate it. MSR Omega, don't activate it. What can I say? And this is it. And you really sit there and you'll really say that you balance you put the guns in the gold boxes to then get some feedback on how the gun's performing and then balance it. Yeah, okay. So can you please tell me why this gun is back in the gold box without being balanced? Can you please tell me why this is the case? Why is this gun back in the game with zero recoil? Why? You know why it is? Because all you think about is money. You don't think about the community. You don't realize that adding these OP weapons in every single gold box is pretty much making people quit the game. I've got a friends list of dead friends. Now, of course, there are going to be a percentage of those who are banned because they're idiots, and they deserve to be banned if they've cheated, definitely. But the fact that I sit here and I have to beg my friends, some of my friends, sorry, to actually play with me because if I don't, I'm sat alone playing by myself because they've quit because they're so fucking annoyed at running around on the map, and unless they have armor 4 and 115 health, and then they can tank one sniper shot from some snipers, or they can do one thing from one class or whatever it may be, they're done. They're done with the game. Pretty much they are done. They're sick of being one-tapped by people running around with Mantis and MSR Venom, Mantis and MSR Omega, Mantis and Cryo Phoenix. Now, you can say, well, if Mantis was removed, it'd be better. Maybe, but would just make them camp? I have no problem with someone using Mantis hitting me and then I survive the sniper shot, because then I have the opportunity, if I react fast enough, to kill them. If I have Armor 4 equipped, I don't understand why I'm then being one hit killed no matter what if I use armor that's designed to reduce damage from snipers. I'm using armor that's supposed to reduce sniper damage, yet the sniper's still killing me with one hit. Huh? What the fuck do you want? What do you actually want? But no, what you'll do is eventually, in time, you'll probably release like an armor 7 that'll reduce damage dramatically from one gun or something like that. And you'll have like one for rifle, one for sniper, one for SMG only. And they'll have like a 5% penalty to move speed or something. So if you get hit by sniper shots with those, yeah, sure, you can survive the most OP snipers. That's what will happen. And that'll be BSC. Because that's the way you work at Vertigo. Balance. Look at the top clans in the game. Look at the weapons they all use. Balance. Go into clan war. Spectate clan war. Maybe sometime when you're actually in the game, when you can actually see what happens in normal matches, instead of just sitting in your ivory tower going la 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 la, everything's fine. Maybe when you actually go and look in the game, you can see how the community are reacting. You can see what's going on in the game. Because at the moment, it's a fucking disaster. And all my friends are quitting. They don't want to play anymore. They're done. They're done being one hit killed by weapons all the time just because that guy's got more money than another player. Thanks for watching, guys. If you watched till the end, there's my rant. I'll send it in as feedback. I'm sure it will probably get listened to for 2 minutes and then, oh, he's complaining about balance. Oh, we don't know what balance is. Never mind. We don't need balance. We don't need a balanced team. Balance is for losers. There we go.